Hello and welcome guys. In this video session, we are going to see how to use loading spinner in Blazor server pages. This video is a part of Blazor series started from the fundamental of Blazor. If you are interested in learning Blazor and other Microsoft programming languages, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon. Let's get started. For today's video session, we are going to use Blazor Pro Spin Kit. You can find this spin kit inside NuGet package. It's an open source project. You can find the complete source code inside the GitHub. So you can go to here. So you can find complete source. Okay, and how to use this spin kit. So here I have already created an application where I am loading this data from the database. So let's go to the application here. So here you can see this is a list of student. After render, I am calling the list of student by injecting a service. Okay, here I am calling into simple ADO.NET and binding the record. So you can see if I go to fetch data, okay, again I've come to load data. So you can see no data is loaded, but it is showing the blank page. So what happened at that time? End user will not understand what is happening inside your application. The same thing, if any button I will click and it is not showing any progress, so end user will not understand so what is happening. So I go to counter, again coming to loader, so you can see only header are showing and this body are not displaying. So for that, while this loading part is processing, I want to display a loader, I want to display a processing image. For that, let's go to NuGet package management console and we will add this blazor.spin kit into our application. Stop the application from running. Right click on your applications, manage NuGet packages. In the search this one. So first one is coming. Click on install, accept. Something coming here. So you can see it is added. Just rebuild the application. Let's see any error coming or not, or everything is fine. Okay, one succeed. Our next step. So you can see here is the code are given. We need to add using this into our import.razor. So go to Solution Explorer, you can see underscore imports.razor. So here I am adding this one. Next. You can see these are the spinner component. These are the spinner. You can see these are chess, circle. We are going to use one by one. Before that, we need to copy paste this CSS link into our host.cshtml. So go to pages, host.cshtml. So here, okay, I added this CSS. Save this application. Now I want to load the spinner here. So let's say directly you can see here there are chess, circle. So I want to show all this how it is displaying. Okay, run this application now. So you can see these are the spinner. So here I am going to use this circle. Okay, second one. Okay, I'm going to use circle. Let's delete all things. I will use only circle. Run the application. So here you can see it is loading, but you can see now data is loaded, but still it is loading here. So how I can do this modification so that until unless data is not loaded, it will only show here. So for that we need to go for spinner component. So for that we have spinner loading tag is there. Okay, so you can write the stop the applications. Here I need to load the spinner loading tag, spinner loader. Okay, here there is a property called is loading. It will take the boolean value. Let's say I am putting here one more. Sorry, it's a boolean value equal to true. Once the data is loaded, make it to false. Done. Next thing, copy this and bind into here. After here you can declare the spinner type, right? Spinner equal to spinner type dot circle. Okay, so let's see now how it is working. So there is some error coming. Oh, sorry, not required here. So application run, click on load data. So you can see it is loading the spinner. Okay, after loading the data, spinner is getting invisible. But here you can see it is coming on the left hand side corner, top corner. I want to do some designing part. For that, here this spin loader component takes two parameters. One is loading component, loading template, and next is content template. Actually, it takes three parameters. Let's go with these two first. Okay, loading template, it is the time of loading, and after the loading, it will show. For loading template, here I am creating a div class equal to call 12. Okay, let's say style background color equal to light blue, height equal to 400. Okay, inside this let's give some okay. Here now we no need of this spinners properties. Here we can directly declare, let's say I want to use circle. Next, in the content template I am going to directly use this table format inside the content template. Okay, and run the application now. So it is coming left hand side background. Okay, so what we need to do here, center equal to true, size equal to, let's say I'm giving 75 pixel. Okay, and color equal to, let's say I'm giving color equal to red. Rerun the application. So we can give the properties of the spinner component itself. So you can see it is coming on the middle, size 75 pixel, and now it's loading. So in this way, we can use spinner component. We can show the loading processing to the end user, so that end user get a exact clarity that some processing is going inside the application. Guys, if you like my video, please give me a like and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much.